Channel 7 News, Good Morning Arkansas, with Steve Powell, Melinda Mayo, Beth Hunt with news, meteorologist Barry Brandt, and special reports from Jason Harper.
Plus a breakfast recipe I promise you have not tried before. I tried to say off the top a breakfast recipe that you have not tried before, because whenever we ask David Wood of Absolute Athlete to come in our kitchen and cook healthy, you never know exactly what you're going to get. And how is this for a title of a recipe? Dandy Delicious Breakfast Bean Muffins. Beans for breakfast.
Bean muffins?
Yeah, we're going to find out how to make them. David always does a lot of experimenting in the kitchen. We know they're going to be good for you, but will they be good?
He's laid back. I guess he has all of his work done already, so he's ready to go.
And you mentioned David Wood, who is here, looking good in his haircut. He's going to be in the kitchen coming up a little bit later on with a breakfast recipe you probably have not heard of before, but we're going to make it today, and you're going to see if you want to try to make it at home. It's called Dandy Delicious Breakfast Bean Muffins, and we'll tell you all the details.
Does it take as long to cook as it does to say?
I don't know.
All of it? He likes his titles. So let's get over to the kitchen when we come back with David Wood. He's working on those bean muffins. He's got to sell us on these. Maybe he will you too.
Well, it is another first here on the program. Dainty, delicious breakfast bean muffins. David Wood is here in from Absolute Athlete. We asked him to come in here and cook healthy, which he always cooks healthy. But these recipes you come in with, frankly, just scare the dickens out of us when you tell us what they're...
I can definitely understand how this one would be a tad bit scary. And I would even be... I've actually never tried this. I always like for you to try it because...
I'm your human guinea pig.
You have such a distinguished palate, Steve.
Thank you.
I like for you to be able to try these
and
out.
Lord knows I need to be healthier.
And I actually got this idea from a magazine where it was talking about alternative forms of protein.
Okay.
Because people don't get enough protein in their diets.
Okay.
The biggest protein that people eat for breakfast, which we all know breakfast is a real important meal for us to eat, are sausage and bacon.
Right.
So you cut the sausage and bacon out, and that pretty much most people are going, well, what am I going to get my protein with?
Right.
They get some eggs, but you need more protein than just that.
Right.
So the chickpea, which is also what hummus is made out of.
Right.
Is an excellent source of protein, carbohydrates, and fiber.
Okay.
So I was like, you know, let's
work in the chickpea and see if we can make it have a breakfast thing
delicious.
Okay.
First thing we're going to do here, we're going to get our eggs started here, which I've got our organic, cage-free, all that eggs.
Okay.
And this skillet's been on an hour, so I don't know actually how that's going to...
It's probably good and hot by now.
It could get a little warm. Then I've got some chickpeas over here, about 10 chickpeas.
All right.
And then I'm going to take a huge slice of lemon, okay?
Okay.
And I'm going to squirt it all on top of my little chickpeas here.
Okay. Now, chickpeas themselves don't have the flavor. The flavor from hummus comes from the other ingredients that go in the hummus, right?
Chickpeas are pretty bland by themselves.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be correct.
All right.
We've got two forms of bread we're going to put them on here today. Okay. I've got the English muffins.
Which you would recommend as a much healthier alternative over toast, certainly, and even a bagel?
Yes. Yeah, well, then it's less calories than a bagel, too.
Okay. All right.
And I meant to get the whole wheat English muffins, but I couldn't find them anywhere.
Okay.
And then for our friends that are separated by a common language, I got the crumpet.
The crumpet.
The crumpet. So we've got some breakfast crumpets
I
here.
confess, I've never seen a crumpet before. I've heard of tea and crumpets, but it looks a lot like an English muffin.
It just kind of looks like half of the English muffin.
Okay.
All right, let's go ahead and flip this egg here.
All right.
Let's see if I can actually pull off the flip. Well, it's kind of sticking to the pan a little bit.
Okay.
Oh,
hey,
there we go.
That was impressive.
All right, now we're going to take our smashed chickpeas and lemon juice.
Okay.
And we're going to throw it on. Do you want the British breakfast or the American breakfast?
Let's try the British version. I want to try. I've never had a crumpet. I want to try that.
Let's try it on top of the crumpet.
So beans on crumpet.
Bean on crumpet there.
Okay.
All right. And now we're going to take just about a little tablespoon of hummus.
Okay. Oh, okay.
We're going to plop the red pepper hummus on top of there.
Okay, boy, this is a big departure from Fruit Loops. Okay.
All right. And now, whoop, our egg is stuck back to the skillet again. Let's get our dandy spatula out here.
All right.
You're not bad. You're doing okay. Here we go.
Okay.
All right. Wiggle it around the pan a little bit there.
All right.
Drop it on top of our crumpet.
Okay.
And voila, we have it right
and that's
there.
It. Now you've got fruit over here, too.
Fruit over here. You got to eat fruit for breakfast. You got to drink water with breakfast as well. Very, very important. You wake up dehydrated, you need water first thing in the morning, even if you're going to drink it along with your coffee.
Okay.
But try to go as many colors as you can. This time of year, take advantage of all the different berries that are out here. And then also something that I found that you don't see every day is a fig.
Ah.
And these are pretty tasty, too. So,
Okay.
so you can get the figs
I've
right
had
now,
those
too.
in a Newton, but
That's really the only until last night. That was the first time I'd ever had a fig outside of a Newton, and they're pretty good.
Pretty good. Okay. Now I should have. You know what? I'm gonna. Can I top this off with another crumpet?
Yeah. Smash it between two crumpets.
Boy, just let me.
Would you like a spot of tea with that?
I don't know. I might need some of that water to wash this down.
I've got the soy milk ready.
Hold on. The review is coming. Tell folks about Absolute Athlete while I'm doing this.
We train all different types of athletes there, anywhere from 5th grade all the way up to professional athletes. Just work on full athleticism. I'm too interested in your crumpet experience over there, Steve.
I didn't get a chance to get in and get enough of the chickpea. It's messy, but you know what?
Is it not bad?
It's pretty good. Good. It's not bad.
No soy milk then?
I think I'll wait. I'm sure the soy milk is absolutely delicious. That's not bad, folks. And play with it, as David would recommend to you. Find these healthy ingredients and just go to work experimenting until you find something you and the family like. It's good stuff. I love the fact that you go where no man has gone before in the kitchen for breakfast.